All right, we are here, Middleby Live 2019 at NAFEM. I'm Frank Fontana. We're here with Steve Follett at the Follett booth. You've been hearing all about this at NAFEM. It's the chewable ice, the mystical, magical chewable ice. And here's the guy who invented it. Steve, good to see you.
Thank you.
So tell us, what is the myth behind this, or the mastery behind the chewable ice?
Well, it's made a lot different than cubed ice. It uses less water, less electric power, that kind of thing. But the big thing is that people just love to chew ice. So what we found is that as we've developed more and more chewable ice machines, that we're seeing tremendous growth because of the consumer preference for chewable ice.
And that's interesting and marketing too, like the chewable ice idea, because you're right, unconsciously we're all chomping on ice. And now when I heard about it, I came over and grabbed a cup of ice, and there is this like slightly chewy type of texture to it.
Yeah, we branded it Chewblet ice because it's important enough to us that we had to brand it something. So
sure.
Yeah.
So what innovations are you launching here at NAFEM 2019?
So we have two different ways that we promote this into the marketplace. We have modular ice machines that would be sitting on a nice ice and beverage dispenser or feeding ice into something, an ice storage bin, and then we have ice and water dispensers. Ice and water dispensers would go anywhere from a hospital to a corporate break room. Gotcha. So we have a couple different innovations that we're doing for this show on both of those product lines.
Can we see one of the pieces here?
Yeah, so on the ice and water dispensers, we've added carbonation to the ice and water, so now you can get Chewblet ice with carbonated water or still water. So the carbonator is on the bottom down here, and so we're promoting that. We've had that out for about a year.
Excellent.
We've also, I'll show you some other things.
Yeah.
Our standard line of smaller ice and water dispensers for the corporate break room mostly is 7 pounds of storage, 15 pounds of storage. We're experimenting with a special kind of stainless steel that's impregnated to give a black look to it.
That looks great.
So just to give it a nicer look than some of the stainless that's out there. For a corporate break room, they kind of like that. So we're doing that, and then we developed what we call our new tempo machine, which basically is a scoop out under counter, so that you can just scoop the ice out. It stores about 30 pounds of ice, and it makes about 100 pounds of ice a day.
Now I know this is probably geared towards commercial, but I can totally see this being a residential product too.
Well, there's a sister, Uline, which is a sister Middleby company, has a similar product with our ice machine in it, where they're going to promote it into residential.
Nice, man. Who knew that ice could be so exciting? Well, I mean, he does, but I'm excited by it.
Ice is food, right?
Yeah.
So one of our things that we say is that we've got to make it sanitary. So the modular ice machines, we're the only ones in the world that can pump ice through a tube.
Oh, wow.
So we make the ice, it pumps it through a tube, so the ice machine itself can be away from the end user location, which means all the heat and noise and bulk goes away.
So it's coming out from the bottom of the tube frozen, traveling through the tube, staying frozen,
right. And dropping into an ice storage bin or an ice and beverage dispenser.
Cool.
So we've come out with some new ice machines, these modular ice machines. Most recently, our largest one, which is over 2,000 pounds of ice a day.
Wow, is that what we see, this lit up tube going around? Is that actually?
Yeah, that's actually, the ice is actually going through the tube. And so the big advantage is in a restaurant where they want to get the ice machine out of the customer area, it just makes it much more aesthetically pleasing. And then environmentally, all of the heat and noise and bulk of the ice machine is completely away from the customer.
I love it. I want one of these at my house. I want it traveling through my kitchen.
We can work that out.
Yeah, from my bedroom.
We can work it out.
Yeah, I like it. Steve, thank you so much. How can people find out more information about the company?
Our website, www.follettice.com.
Are you guys on social media too?
We are. Yep, we're just Twitter account.
Just follow Follett and you'll find them all?
Absolutely, you'll find them all,
Gotcha, thank you, Steve, appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, more from Middleby Live at NAFEM 2019.
We love Chewblet ice. Hopefully you will too.
I'm going to go pour a bunch on my face and eat it.